Hello everybody, my name is Taco, and today I will be going over every single revealed Tanorian as of April 29th, 2023. So the first one we have here is the normal type Tanorian Notent. Notent is also known as the music note Tanorian, and their Tanopedia reads, Noten can be found nearly everywhere. Their beautiful voice often lands them in spots in carts and shows, sometimes even beating out human competition. So what I think of Noten is first thing I see is it's definitely based off a squirrel, and maybe off a Kirby because like the little red feet, the roundedness, little black eyes, the little black beady eyes. Honestly, I think it's based off a Kirby and a squirrel. Also, another side note, it's also pink. But I honestly, Noten's pretty cool. It's probably gonna be like the something like a Lechonk or Rattata, like in like normal Pokemon games have like the normal type root round Pokemon. But in this case, it's Tanorians. Anyways, on to the next one. Kitweed line. Kitweed, I think, might be a starter, but based off these designs, you can see like they're somewhat represent a Sprigatito. Uh, but yeah, Sprigatito was revealed by the time this tweet was posted, so there's like a chance maybe. I'm not too sure as I'm just a YouTuber and I'm not a developer. Anyway, so we have Kitweed, Pufferald, and Dandelion. As you can see, they're based off real plants, their names at least. Like Kitweed, probably like a cattail, maybe. But Dandelion, that one's for sure because it's the flower. This has the name of the flower. They're going to be a grass type, but Pufferall and Dandelion are going to be a grass light. My thoughts on these, they're pretty good designs, but like I said, they kind of represent Sprigatito, except if they didn't make Sprigatito's evolutions bipedal. Anyways, on to the next one. Up next, we have Radwil, the grass type radish Pokemon. Even known as the radish Tanorian. I said Pokemon, not Tanorian. Uh, make it, sorry, I meant Tanorian. Anyways, Radlil's Tanopedia reads Radlil find themselves concentrated in farming and grassy areas. As they feed off vegetables, they love to burrow themselves half into the dirt to cool down on warm days. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of radishes, but this little guy is really cute. I want to squeeze him like a little plush toy. I really like the design of this. Pretty good, solid design. Anyways, on to the next one. Next, we have the grass type Turnish, which I believe is the evolution to Radlil. Anyways, Turnish is also known as the turnip Tanorian. Makes sense that they're based off of turnip. Their Tonoripedia reads Farmers in Tanorio believe a high amount of wild turnishes foreshadow a peak harvest season. So that means if you see like a bunch, that means you're gonna have a good harvest that year. Which honestly, yeah, makes sense. They're literal plants. But, yeah. Anyways, so as we can see, this I already said that. I'm gonna repeat myself again. Wow. Anyways, so I honestly really like this design. Very solid. I'm a big fan of turnips. I love turnips. I love to eat them. Anyways, on to the next one. Up next, we have Rutabash. Rutabash is the evolution of Turnish, and Rutabash is based off a turnip mixed with a radish, I think. And my first thoughts on Rutabash is that it actually has like somewhat of arms, and it's really cool. As we can see, it's basically a mixture of Radwil and Turnish, but bigger and has bigger leaves than both of them. And I honestly really like the color design on this one, and I think it's pretty solid. It's a pretty solid design. Anyways, that's done with this one. Off to the next one. Anyways, up next we have a YouTube video revealing 4 more Tanorians. So let's get into the video. Before they reveal the names, I would like to say that this one was really cute. These are some pretty solid designs. So this kind of reminds me of like a samurai. This one reminds me of like a dog that just got out of the vet, considering the cone. Anyways, let's continue. Alright, so first up we have Papadin. Papadin are very playful Tanorians. They make great pets and are always cheerful. They often underestimate the hardness of their armor, though, sometimes leaving their owners with bruises after playing. Ooh, that's brutal. Uh, so no, it seems to be like a night dog. That's probably why this is there, and that's what it reminds me of like a medieval knight. That's basically why all this is here. Is it has armor on and it can injure its owners if it's too playful. As we can see, Papadin is a steel type or metal type. I don't know that type yet, but honestly, it looks really cute, and if I could have one in real life, I would love to. Anyways, let's continue. Alright, next we have Stagurai. Its Tanopedia reads, Stagurai live in the Tanorian forests, hiding in the bushes, ready to strike on prey. Their bright colors usually give away their cover though. So, it's in the name, it's based off of samurai, considering the horns and everything. Seems it's going to be like a bug fighting type, considering by these two options. Which, yeah, makes sense, because it's a bug. It's based on a stag beetle, it seems, with the long horns. And samurais are known to fight. Alright, anyways, on to the continues. I just wanted to point out, I really like the evolution screen. It's really good. I really like it. Alright, so up next we have the evolution of Stagurai, Dyna Stogun. Dyna Stogun often compete with each other and other strong Tanorians for control and status. They usually they use their broken horns in battle as swords to protect themselves while it grows back. So as we can see, its horn right now there, it's holding two of them because that means it broke its horn twice. It's still a bug fighting type. Honestly, if I saw this at late at night or just in general, I would be scared, honestly. I don't know what beetle it'd be based off of, but it's a really nice design, really solid. Anyways, on to the next one. Alright, next we have Palladios. Its Tanopedia reads, Papadin rarely evolve, as owners prefer the small stature of it. But Palladios are loyal guard dogs, ready for combat at a moment's notice. They're excellent Tanorians for some eager to battle. So, it's basically, the guard dog means it's like basically a knight, as we can see by the armor around it. It still has a nice little armor thing. Its little feather things got bigger. It's still a steel type, and this guy still made the concept. Anyways, let's continue the video. So So this kind of looks like the Sword and Shield Stadium, for Pokemon Sword and Shield. But this is I actually really like this little GUI. It's really nice and fancy. All right, so this seems to be like a new kind of like mechanic, kind of like mega evolving or dynamaxing. And it looks honestly really scary. I wouldn't want to see that out in public. All right, so it just turns into a better knight, but this time it has wings. And also, if in case you didn't hear, there was also a bird noise. So yeah. All right, so this is Dynastogan, the Chaos form. So apparently, you're gonna get Chaos Emeralds from Sonic. Anyway, so the Chaos form meaning the just Chaos, something. All right, so this Tanopedia reads, being imbued with immense power, Dinostogan undergoes an ancient change of form. Its darker colors keep it hidden at night, and its swords are more adept to combat. Guardian Dinostongan used to serve as warriors in the ancient war. Palladios, order form. Being imbued with immense power, Palladios changes into a form more common centuries ago. The wings on its ears help it fly. The Guardian Palladios used to serve as knights in the ancient war. So as we can see, it has wings now, so it can fly. It has a better knight helmet, and there's its little nose. It has little patterns, like if it was wearing like actual armor. Honestly, really nice. Let's continue the video. Alright, so the mechanic we just saw use on Palladios and the other one, which I already forgot the name because I'm an idiot, is called Guardian Reversion, making it go to a form that was one it once had in the past, it seems. And this will also be a key part in your Tanorian journey. Up next, we have Caterpillar, the shovel-tailed Tanorian, who is a bug type. Caterpillars live underground, eating the dirt and gravel they dig through. Upon evolution, their excess materials form a protective shell. So this might be like the Route 1 bug type. Like Caterpie, uh, Tarantula, Grubbin, like those Pokemon, except that, like, again, this is a Tanorian. Honestly, I think it has a name. It's probably like a pillar, like you see on like that one memorial for Abraham Lincoln, the one of the presidents of the United States. Honestly, that's a really solid design, and I really like it. Anyways, on to the next one. Up next, we have Calitome, the Headstone Tanorian. Its Tanopedia reads, using the excess materials it has collected as a caterpillar, Calitome builds a protective shell around itself. There can be a different appearance of Calitome depending on the time it evolved. So right here we have the day form, which has a halo around it, and honestly, I don't know what that is up there. I think it might be like a little helmet or something. And here we have the night form, which has wings like a bat. But I just love it. I love this guy's little angry expression. Also, the antennas change. I just realized that. Anyways, the day form is bug light, and the night form is bug dark. Anyways, I really like this Pokemon. It's like a nice little headstone for a tomb, and it honestly looks like it belongs into like a grave site or a cemetery. Anyways, on to the next Tenorian. Up next, we have Dolphib, the toy fish Tanorian, who is a water plant type. Its Tanopedia reads, created from wood and given life, Dolphib roam the Tanorian oceans. Very short, but very sweet. As you can see, it has this little winder on the back, little wooden fins, and is somehow alive. I don't think these are the eyes. I actually think these are the eyes because it would make more sense to have fake eyes than have the real eyes up there. They might also have like a blowhole from a whale, maybe. It's really cute design. Reminds me of like when I would go to the pet store and see all the fish. Anyways, on to the next one. Up next, we have Cornica. Its Tanopedia reads, Cornica love to gather and watch crescent moons. They have a deep connection with the cosmos that has puzzled many astronomers. Honestly, first thought on this Pokemon is I think of Meloetta from Pokemon Black and White. Honestly, I think it might be resembled. I think that might like represent like a microphone because Meloetta is known to sing, so maybe this is based off of Meloetta. I wouldn't know. It seems to be like a space and psychic type, which yeah makes sense. And it has a little crescent moon right there, and maybe that's like this one little piece is meant to represent the sun. But honestly, I actually kind of like this design. Anyways, on to the next Tenorian. Alright, up next we have the Dolphib line, as well as their shinies. Which, first of all these shinies look really nice, and I really like them. Anyways, so up first we have Carpentoy. Carpentoy enjoy gathering stones and other items. Researchers say scavenging is a natural instinct for the Tanorians. Their typing is I think, crystal or gem type and plant type. And they're also known as scavenging. Next, we have Dull Fantasy, the Imagination Tanorian. They are a water fairy type, and their Tanopedia reads, in their dreams, many ancient tamers saw schools of doll fantasy swimming. The link between doll fantasy and the imagination remains a mystery to many Tanorian researchers. And as we can see, Dolphib can either evolve into a Carpentoy or a Doll Fantasy, which it reminds me of Poliwhirl from Pokemon. It can evolve into a Poliwrath or a Politoed. Anyways, on to the next Tanorian. Alright, up next we have this little guy. I think I'm gonna. Alright, cut this out. Cut this out. Up next we have this little guy whose name is Doopy. He seems to resemble like a capybara, and has a little coconut on his head. But if we go to the next reveal, he has a different form, which is a pumpkin instead of a cracked open coconut. Honestly, really funny little guy. And when the game comes out, I'm definitely going to have one on my team. Anyways, on to the next Tanorian. Before I continue, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers before the end of June. I've always wanted to become somewhat of a YouTuber, so if we can hit 100 subs, that would be great. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment saying hello, or literally whatever you want to say. If you've made it this far, and thank you for watching, let's continue. So here we have what seems to be like an Ice Wolf kind of Pokemon. Or, sorry, Ice Wolf type of Tanorian. It has like big paws that are like snowballs, and it seems to be like crouching. And here we have the Lucky HD mon. Anyways, yeah, it's kind of scary, and I really like it. Up next, we have this little guy. He reminds me of like a Caracosta, and it's really nice. Those are his little nostrils. Oh, I don't have a side view of his head. If you're wondering why I haven't, if like you know one that I haven't revealed yet, uh, that's because I'm only doing the Discord reveals. I don't have time for the YouTube ones, really. But I'll make another video if this does really well. I really like this one. Let's continue. We have a little ice sloth one. Seems to be sleeping. Yeah, that's really all. Alright, on to the next one. Next we have Chin Senny. Chin Senny is a little squirrel that might be able to help the Nurse Joy of the game, and I think this will be is like its little evolution, and that's really all I have to say. On to the next one. So up next we have this little guy. I don't know what their name is, but it seems to be like the small little like bird, maybe like a parrot. Then we have Doll Fantasy in the little thing. And we can see it can tell you what the origin of where the Pokemon comes from, like from its original trainer. As we can see, it's Hungary. And next we have probably the shiny, or maybe the normal one, and maybe the yellow one is the shiny. Actually, the yellow one is shiny because there's a little sparkle there, and this one doesn't have it. So here we have the normal one of the little bird. All right. Anyways, this is all I have that we have seen in the Discord. Minus a few ones that I might have missed. I'm not perfect. So let me know if I missed anything, and if I get enough likes. Let's say if I get 50 likes, I'll do a part 2 to this, going over the ones I missed. Anyways, I've been Taco. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe. It really helps me, and I'll see you next time.